Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warrior LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warrior LTV. Keep it locked.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. We, as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I said? Set the bar for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this shit. Yes, brothers and sisters. Greetings once again in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, and all things good and wonderful amongst us and about us. Welcome viewers and subscribers. Viewers, if you like the content, subscribe. I'm going to go to the platform and share, like it, and subscribe. See? Now, the recent development is that Donna Lee, Donaldson'S ex Noel Maitland has been charged, regarding her disappearance. I'm not certain I'm sure of the charge yet. You see, which is, long awaited. You see it. So, quickly as we can, our own little way, observe the development leading to them sort of things, yeah. You see it, and what we expect and what can be expected in the near future. You see it, because there's a whole heap of little, misunderstanding and misrepresentation are going. See? So look what happened for hear a recording where Donna Lee mother talked to somebody who claims them work at the car wash, allegedly, and saw the couch come in, the truck drop off the couch and things like that, and them wash it and things like that, and how much blood come out of it and things like that. So it obviously was involved in some sort of thing there, see it. And that the couch was picked up on a certain date. It was dropped off on a Wednesday. It promised to be picked up on Friday, but it was hurriedly picked up on Thursday, somewhat according to the brother in the recording. See, that's exactly what he said. So we never get to hear him name, but we see a little clip where I talk to the mother of the deceased. See? So with all of that, may observe how the truck driver get dealt with such high level leniency. See, you can't full stand why. It's like the police who headed the investigation already knew whatever he was, he already formed an opinion regarding the truck driver's involvement. Through whichever resource, him could have come to that conclusion whatsoever. We see, we don't full stand that. See, how you prove in a such short space of time, so there wasn't more involvement than the truck driver declared. You understand what I say? If we quickly release him like that and things like that, we don't understand why people are ignorant about how these intricate areas of law works. See, so we are going to just ask them questions and appear confused as usual. See it. So yeah, we wonder why and how it comes. He wasn't even arrested initially at when them pick up or first come into contact with him, according to his testimony via phone recording and things like that. See it. We hear them. Seeing, so there's a whole heap of confusion. Seeing, and one of the main reasons why we're confused now is the simple facts are we have a history of undervaluing and brutalizing women in Jamaica. See, I'm not sure if someone watch Jabi program the other day with film graphic description and acceptance. They regard scantly for the woman, the female factor. See, that will give a sort of clearer picture of what it even, how bad it was even back then. See, because the fact is, like, woman would have had to be dependent on men more them time there. Given the fact that well, then certain work wasn't, applicable, wasn't accepted for a woman to certain work. It's only in a recent time them kind of level the playing field where women can do certain type of jobs and things like that. You see it back in a certain times, which was like it was that way structured. You see it misogynistically, and our people them now who wasn't in control of any form of power whatsoever. They themselves was being abused, generally are denied as such existence. So and as a effect now where we can see this day how we treat one another, we always have somebody who will try to be better than our prove, like we're better than them. And as somebody, it's always been one of us. This is the only way we can feel good about ourselves, by having somebody who we are better off than, like being a clown or some sort of mimic runway or something like them sort of thing there. You understand what I say? So it would have been, obvious that the woman, the weaker gender among I and I would have been prime target for these type of abuse, given the fact that well then we can't do it to anybody else, and the woman is just readily available because she's meant to be a partner, and obviously is depending on us, the male gender, to suffice or help supply certain amenities. See it, you can imagine the depths of abuse that they might have went through back then, being not mainly but somewhat dependent on, as obvious. And if it's this prevalent and prominent right now, we sure can expect better anyway. Because you have to pay even closer attention to the guys who claim to them in authority are resourceful to a certain degree where them can access licensed firearm and them thing there, because I added the power that to already degenerate mentality towards the female. See, hence the reason why probably the truck man get treated with such dignity, given the facts that well, and it's just a woman who is missing. And you understand me? And should have them come from, you don't know. See, but as far as what we know is a nice person who have many friends and family who love and miss her and have love and respect for her. See, so in this case here, hopefully it concentrates a high level of change even amongst the police force, because for them action is highly questionable in this instance. It's in every variation. It's one of them colleague is charged, and in most cases, even when the police force is pristine and transparent, free of corruption, are little or no corruption, which there always are corruption, but none of the cases that in their cases where there's little or no corruption, the high level scrutiny that would have come to bear upon the force, because of the fact that well, then one of them colleagues is involved in this thing. See, it would have been just normal and accepted, just standard. But in our case, it's the same guys them who have higher than anybody else level of corrupt activities amongst themselves are the ones heading and leading the investigation into one of their colleagues. See it, so it give us no space for really accommodate any level of mistake or any form of, I say inconsistency, because the truck man, unless he give the police more details than he's letting on, because he's totally acting like he is oblivious of everything that went on. See it, and from the volume of evidence where the car wash people them talk about come out of the couch there, it's becoming more and more obvious that he knew more than what he's let on in the social media rant them and attempts them where him try use where him attempt to convince us otherwise, as if he could have been, as there's some possibility where he could have been unaware of the presence of evidence that would have given him reason to suspect that foul play might have, just might have happened. You understand me? Yes, sir. It doesn't suggest that he might have been involved, but his resistance and things like that would have no doubt hampered or hindered in the investigation. It's a very serious investigation. And if you as a so-called concerned and responsible citizen is refusing to volunteer the information you have available to help the thing better, at least some level of charge regarding obstructing investigation and things like that should be applied in this case. I mean, the people them say it's during the daytime them get the couch, and obviously you wouldn't carry a couch, you got one car wash at night time. It closed obviously, so you don't want car go during the daytime when you can't get it for deal with. Was it covered? So it prevent him from see what I mean. Never suggest I sound any weird like so well than anything unusual. There was anything at all unusual about the couch. You know, see, now these type of people you have to hold them to consequence because this is somebody's daughter and it's somebody who have children as well. You know, see, and when them find themselves in a situation like these and are prepared to protect the culprit them, where do them farm a thing a rasta, the law, its aim to help prevent crime should always use these opportunities as examples to make people know, say, you can't be facilitator. You don't try to be facilitator. People come to you with them sort of thing, the rasta. You better you refuse and say, no, you're not involved. But in this case where you blindly walk in that rasta, it was only fear. And, just only fear. Fear just know, say, I could have your child, rasta, and some place, somewhere, some point in time, a parent is being, bemoaning. A parent is concerned, rasta. You see, and you can't imagine, you can't begin to imagine such an experience. You see, so such an action is quite callous and unwelcome, and see. Again, it's about the young lady. This is not a gang war thing and a scamming money gone wrong or nothing like that. This is a young woman who's got potential. See, but again, because of this long-standing misogynistic propensity where we entertain as Jamaican, where we consider the woman them only valuable for the bed space, rasta. See, it's a strong negative in our culture, our community. See, and them are the reason why this investigation is being delayed so long, because no doubt some colleagues and members of the public as well, we diminish a little or no expectation regarding any positive development or even any consequence for such a loss or them sort of action here. See, so it does not reinforce the demand from the authorities to produce or provide any result. See, it's just laxy and relaxing. There's no outcry. It's like people have gone or become somewhat climatized to traumas like these are. See, and it's not a very good thing. It's evident that people are suffering from post-traumatic stress, and it's damaging. So the high level of mental illness for various reasons were existing in Jamaica is unquestionable. And when you do one side, I hear some people complain about mental health for various reasons. You wonder what them go through, because they do tell you what them go through as well, and you just hope say people like these are, say people like these couldn't survive at Jamaica. They would have on the street side and walk up and down in a dirty clothes, because again, medication and mental health concentration now happen. There's a stigma and nobody pay that no mind. See, a man will quickly say, like me and Trish Newman discussed today, a man will prefer to say, people who will be him, Rasta, rather than go check out him mental health. Him own parents, him guardian them. The man not him incapacitated because obviously him mentally distorted at the moment. The people them have made informed decision them in a film case, them already perceive Obia already. You know, and it's not cheaper either, you know. Don't feel like saying Obia solution is even cheaper than the, you know, see, but we're not going stray from the subject at hand. You know, see, we need to focus more attention, you know, see, take more responsibility, you know, see, be more shameful of the way how we value the female them around us. You know, see, because again, we are one of the strongest objectors of homosexuality. But, you know, it's like we still show more love for our man friend them and for our brethren them, and respect for them, and appreciation for them, you know, than, and we're not afraid to declare it neither openly. Yet still we burn this and we burn that and them look sort of something there, and that no look, that look shady. That look a whole lot shady. You know, see, because the moral support and the mental stimulation where a woman supposed to provide, hence the first reason, not the, well, second reason why you're, in most cases, the second reason why you became attracted to her. You know, the first reason I could be because of her physical appearance, draw your attention to her, and, you know, she will start talking and thing, and again, her brain power is even more attractive than her outer appearance and things like that. See? So, you know, them things that supposed to be, may not say sufficient, or, you know, but again, I mean, at least she have physical stimulation for add to that. You know, see, I mean, the way I say, if brethren not attractive, it can't be attractive to you. Well, it might be because, again, it has seemed so strongly. Because a whole heap of man live and go through, have to climb through certain suppression through societal standards and demands in terms of with society, you know, attitude and things like that. Like in Jamaica, a whole heap of youth gay and suppress it. I mean, vehemently, because they demand and peer pressure on the society. Demand it's not going to be acceptable, it's going to be ostracized and things like that. So a lot of people will live them life through that on the other side of the kind, and knowing so them want to be another way Rasta. You know, see, and the biggest, you know, outlet now is abusing the female gender, who is the official role player for the position when enough people want to play. You see, so, you know, them suppression there and them sort of thing that fluid and influence certain things. Because there's no way you can find a virgin more attractive than a woman. You see, no way you can find a virgin more stimulating than a woman. So in any case, the woman have two things over where a virgin can have. Yes, the virgin mind can stimulate you mentally. You know, see, but again, that's to a certain degree. It's not attractive. It's not hot. And that's something where you want, yeah, we'll make it. Nah, I just respect that and hard up, tough, boom, fist off and gone. You see, you want a hug from your woman when she stimulates you. Them way there, mentally. You see, you want to relax with her and not say, yo, baby, talk to me some more. You see, and have her close by your shoulder and things like that, and make she feel stimulated somewhat, some way as well, so that she can maintain the vibes for keep stimulating you. You don't know me, I say. You know, see, but yeah, we need to focus some, concentrate a whole lot more appreciative for the female gender them. You know, see, again, yeah, could have been the catalyst and if even be one of the vital player in the delayance of any level of progress, further progress regarding the case of Donna Lee, Donaldson. You know, see, and it's no doubt. You get what I say? Just without doubt. You know, see, it's just tragic when you can say, just because, because of that in a place like Jamaica. And this is the reality, Rasta. You see, the undervalued view of the female gender in a Jamaica standardly. You see, it's an enabler why some guy feel like so them can get away with this because, again, little or no concentration is going to put into, you know, developing a level of consequence because, again, it's just a woman. She's most likely to be blamed for the position that she finds where before her. You see, it's quicker to blame her, blame the woman for the way she dressed, for where she was, for who she is, for who she like, for who she talk to. There is so many things where the woman have to live up to, certain standard where the woman have to live up to be blame free, rather than a man have to be, you have to be innocent of them own abuse, Rasta, than a man. It's next to impossible, you know, see, and it's amazing how much women them work with it. You know, see, it's amazing. You know, see, and we have a whole heap of weak cowards amongst us who get abused out the road by other people. I'm saying abuse mean even in a mountain, mustering a man a mountain and tell you certain things that you can't match the argument because you don't have the gift of the gab. Enough man pissed off in themselves and just go home, the woman can't touch them. And them start to think that because them up in them feelings. And not a lot of cases don't even know why them in a foul mode either. You know, see, them just know say, yeah, and them know, and you know, can't compartmentalize them stupidity either. You know, see, so all of these things, again, is something where women, and most of women, them, lot of women have to deal with Rasta. You know, see, you know, see, and at the end of the day, when we're there upon our last, it's still like, say, it's like we tell ourselves, say, at the woman duty, this shit ban for clean your shit when you can't do it yourself. I wonder if even them time there, that a man has said to himself, Rasta. Anyway, we give thanks. Rastafari. Share, like, and subscribe.